All right, let's get right to it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on C major and A minor triads on string set. So in this case, the G, B, and high E, okay? So, and how to actually apply this in a musical sense. So I'm gonna kind of go more like workshop mode here. I got my looper pedal down here, ditto looper. I'll link that in the description. Just kind of running through my amp behind me so you're hearing the audio on the camera. All right. First things first, let's get the circle of fifths up here, the chord wheel, because you need to know we're in the key of C major. Now, answer me the question if you know it. What is the relative minor to the key of C major? It is A minor. So those share all the same notes. So here's kind of home base for you with the root note starting on the low E. So C major scale, right? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, okay? If you don't know that, look it up. And then the A minor with the root starting on the low E. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Okay, so those are like your target notes always. Those are the notes in the triads minus a few. So let's look at the first triad set. Let's just look at A minor, and I'll show you C major, and you're gonna go back and forth. So, quick note, I made these charts. You can get them from the description, download them from my Dropbox. Now, the A minor triad, the root note I'm always gonna write in red, right? The root. So in this case, A. And then blue is always your third, in this case the flat 3, because that's how you make a major to minor, right? And that is gonna be C. And then the black note, the fifth, is E. So A, C, E. So if you look at these triad sets, and on the bottom I wrote the frets, because obviously this one starts at the 4th fret, and then it goes 5, 7, 9, 12. I had to go all the way up to the 15th fret, because I have that higher triad set up on the 14th, 13th, and 12th frets. So if let's start in that 5th fret, you see how all the notes are on 1 fret, okay? But string set, just G, B, and E string set. This is how you should start applying your triad. So you got C, E, A, okay, sorry, C, E, A. And this is how I practice it, C, E, A, C, E, A. And then just run up to the next one on the 9th fret, you have, what's that? That's the 5th, okay? So the 5th is on the G, E, A, C. So maybe practice running those back and forth. Because what you do in the real world is you make riffs out of that, or you create little licks or vibe, right? And then all the way up here with the root note A on the 14th fret, A, C, E. Okay, so those are all your A minors on the G, B, and E string sets, okay? Obviously they're all over, but let's link a few together in a musical way. So right here, hit the whole thing harmonically, and then, okay, so then you got this one, and then all the way up here. All right, so let's roll over really quick to C major triad, and same string set, right? So you see at the top of this chart, I wrote A minor triad string sets, G, B, and E, okay? C major triad, as you can see in this chart, string set, G, B, and E. Same thing, I'm color coding it to make it easy. The root note is in red, so in this case, C. The 3rd is blue, in this case, E. And then the 5th is in black, G, right? So if you look at that first one, you've got C, E, G right there, right? There's your first triad set. So C, E, G. All right? And then let's go up here to the 9th fret. You'll see the major 3rd. You got C, E, G here. And you know what's going to start happening for you? You're going to start seeing, you're going to connect the dots. You're going to see that that's coming right out of this full C major bar chord. You're just grabbing these 3 notes, C, E, G, on that string. Okay? And then all the way up here on the 12th fret, you have G, C, E. Kind of looks like that D major shape, okay? Again, this is all that cage system scales. It's all the same. You just got to start having those light bulb moments to put it together. All right, now what I'm going to do is I got my looper pedal, and I played just a chord progression from C to A minor, and I'm just using the E and A strings, and if you want to know what I'm doing the root and the major 3rd. The shape looks like that, okay? And then I slide down on the E and A to C, because we need the minor chord, right? So the progression sounds like this. So let me throw up both the A minor and the C major triad sets together right here and watch. Just start slow. Maybe pick one out of each and go back and forth and create music, right? So watch this, okay? So there's the C to A minor, okay? So let me see what I can do here, watch. super magical, but all I was doing is I was linking together some of those triads on just those string sets. So I was limiting myself. So what you could do too is you could always use a home base of that C major scale and that A minor scale and use that for ear training too. So what do I mean by that? So watch this. Let me raise my stool up just a touch so you can see a little bit better. What if I do this? So here's C, okay? Let's play those scales over it and then go to the triads. Watch. So here's the C major scale. Okay, so all I did is use that as like a home base to go back to. So now let's start using some of these triad string sets. A minor. Maybe an offbeat. Okay, so all I did there, kind of shanking that up a little bit, is I was then starting to add in those scales, the C major, okay? And now I know I don't have that charted for you, but my whole point is just to get you to get some ear training here and start seeing that these are all the same notes, okay? You're just pulling the first, third, and fifth note out of the scale, right? So that is the triad. That's the major triad or the minor triad, the root, the 1, the flat 3, and the 5. Again, these chord charts right here, I'm making it really easy for you, all right? So start maybe really simple. So why don't we do this? Without their looper pedal, why don't you do something like this for ear training? Play a C major bar chord, okay? And then why don't you, right after that, pick one of these triad sets, okay? So here's just the C major triad set by itself. Pick one of those triad sets on those strings and play it right after you play the chord. So for example, what if you went, So I see I went down there. Okay, so limiting yourself too is gonna force you to get more creative with your licks. All right, so same thing, C, and what if we went up to this one? What if we slid into that one up on the 12th fret? Okay, watch. So that's how it starts. That's how you start connecting the dots and all these triads. And I'll keep building out these string sets, but I want you to download both of these. Obviously, this is just C major and A minor. You have all the notes and all the scales, but we got to start somewhere. So let's start without the sharps and flats. So same thing on A minor. Play an A minor bar chord. Okay, see, I just played that A minor triad right there on the 5th fret. Maybe I'll go to this one. Maybe I'll go. Try little things like put little bends in there. See, sometimes I slip up and I add other notes in there, all right? So that's all you're trying to do with music is you're learning a language, you're learning the technical part of playing the guitar, and then you're trying to take all of that, connect the dots, and be creative with it. All right, so let me know what I can do to help you. Drop me a comment. Do you have any questions? This is how you solo using triads and all that. Maybe create yourself a loop like this on your, just record it on your phone. Okay, it's just C to A. Okay, and then practice using these triads. This is your time to mess up, get ear training, and grow, all right? So I thought it'd be cool to kind of give you this really raw without a backing track, but you can kind of create your own. So drop me any comments, any questions you have. I'm gonna keep building out all of these playlists for you, but this is where it starts. So grab a chord wheel for yourself, linked in the description, and start studying how all these notes fit in the certain keys. And then you can start branching out and borrowing chords from different keys, and you're playing and songwriting, and just your sound goes to the next level. All right, you guys know the drill. Check out the links in the description. Go get those chord charts from my Dropbox right now. You don't have to have a looper pedal like I do. You just have to have a phone or something. You can just record yourself playing a C to an A minor, and then look at these charts, pull them up on your computer, pull them up on your phone. Maybe just start with one position and build that out. All right, so guys, I love interacting with you. Channel's growing fast. Please drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know, is this raw one okay? I can do the more spruced up ones, but I thought this would be kind of cool to say low key. Okay, what do I always say? Only you can stop you. You're not going to stop. You are going to keep going. I will see you in the next video. Peace.